G'day, this is a roof pump out of a 2007 EOS. This is obviously the foam case that it comes in. Probably the best bit of advice I could give anyone, and personal experience, is that my roof pump failed because of water egress into the boot. They're a foam roof pump, open foam, so they do tend to get a little bit of water in the boot, the old EOS, and this just soaks up the water. And of course you take the lid off, your roof pump electric motor sits inside this foam case. It absorbs up all the water over a period of years, and it corrodes, and all the moisture and water gets into your electric motor and your roof motor will fail. So the best bit of advice I could give everyone, and I did this when I first got my car but I didn't get it soon enough, was get rid of the foam case, turf it out, get rid of it, throw it out. And I've currently got my roof motor in my car sitting on an old towel. You could make a jig up to make it a little bit more secure, and I do plan to do that down the track, but I just thought I'd just make a video on the roof motor in general and how it's made up, and the parts, etc. Now this is a second-hand one I bought from overseas. I managed to get my original one working again, and there's a couple of videos online about that already. As I say, this one's my my backup roof pump, and this is quite a good condition one, so quite a good score, I think. So I just thought I'd take you through the different components. You've got the electric motor, it's 12 volts. Very simple to sort of take that apart and check for any damage. There's another video about that. You've got your manifold, hydraulic manifold with all your hot lines coming out either side, and then over here you've got your 3 solenoids. Now again, these tend to get damaged, especially that bottom one sits in the water. If you've had a water damaged motor, you'll notice that the bottom one gets quite rusty. These can also fail, but it's a very simple test to test these are working, and that's just a matter of running an ohms meter across the points in each one. They should be about 20. I think these are about 18, so these ones are absolutely fine. Again, these are available online, you just got to find them second hand. These pumps, and again I'm in New Zealand, so a new price for a pump here in New Zealand, and they don't sell the parts separately, you have to buy the whole thing, and it's $9,000 here in New Zealand, so you don't really want to go replacing one, but if you search hard enough you'll find a good one overseas. So you've got your manifold up top here, that's quite an important one here, so that's your pressure release. If like me, when my roof failed on my car, it was halfway open and I couldn't drive it anywhere with the roof half open, so I had to, you've got to get in your boot, you've got to release this valve here, open it up a couple of turns, and then with 2 people you can very carefully manipulate the roof parts back into a position where you can drive the car again. There's a little bit of a process in that too, there's locking clamps and all sorts of things, so you sort of got to get your head around that. But if you're in a place where you need to get it into town or get it to a service agent, you can release the pressure and very carefully put your parts back into a place where you can at least drive it. The good thing about these pumps is they're self-bleeding, so once you fix the unit and you get it back up and running, you can pop it in your car, you can refill the oil reservoir over this side, and it'll start running. You don't have to bleed it, you don't have to worry, you just got to turn that one down and lock that one down before you do it. The lines are just push fit into the manifold here, so there's 4 screws each side, and the manifold's actually labelled with the number, and that corresponds with the line in the car. They're all labelled. I've got the holes plugged up with bungs at the moment because I don't want any rubbish getting in them. Again, this is my spare pump now, so I'll keep this in the cupboard. Reservoir, that very easy to remove, just undo the clamp here and pull it off. There's an O-ring around there. I've taken this completely apart and cleaned out all the oil, all the old rubbish that's collected in here over the years, and this is all good to go again. Just got to refill the reservoir. And that's it, just a quick overview of the whole pump.